Visiting my grandparents. Last weekend, I visited my grandparents who live in a small village in the countryside. I don't see them very often because they live far away, so I was very excited. On Saturday morning, I woke up early, packed my bag, and walked to the bus station. The bus ride took 2 hours, but I didn't mind. I looked out of the window and enjoyed the green fields, trees, and small houses along the road. When I arrived at the village, my grandmother was already waiting for me near the bus stop. She waved happily and gave me a warm hug. My grandfather was at home, working in his garden. He loves growing vegetables, and he always wants to show me what is new. This time, he showed me his tomatoes, carrots, and some pretty flowers. He told me how he takes care of them every day. Inside the house, everything felt familiar. The living room smelled like fresh bread, and the kitchen was warm and bright. My grandmother had cooked a delicious lunch for us. We ate chicken soup, fresh bread, and apple pie for dessert. It tasted amazing, and I felt very happy to be there. In the afternoon, we went for a walk around the village. We passed a small river where ducks were swimming. We also walked by a playground where children were laughing and running. My grandparents told me stories about when they were young and how the village looked many years ago. I liked listening to their stories because they always make me smile. Later, we stopped at a little shop to buy some snacks. The shop owner knew my grandparents very well and asked me how school was going. It felt nice that everyone in the village was friendly. When we returned home, we decided to bake cookies together. My grandmother taught me how to mix the ingredients, and my grandfather helped by cutting the chocolate. Soon, the whole house smelled sweet and warm. When the cookies were ready, we sat in the living room, drank tea, and enjoyed them while watching an old movie on TV. That night, I slept in the guest room. The bed was soft, and I could hear crickets outside the window. It was very peaceful, and I fell asleep quickly. On Sunday morning, we had breakfast together. We ate eggs, toast, and homemade jam. After breakfast, my grandparents gave me a small bag of cookies to take home. When it was time to leave, I felt a little sad because the weekend went by so fast. I hugged them both and promised to visit again soon. As I sat on the bus going home, I thought about the wonderful time I had. Visiting my grandparents always makes me feel loved and happy.